Hello viewers and learners wherever you are. Today we are going to look at simultaneous equations, and the better part of simultaneous equations that we are going to look at is the elimination method that is used to solve simultaneous equations. If you are represented with two systems of equations, how do you solve them using elimination method? Now, before we do that, we need to understand what are simultaneous equations. Now, basically, simultaneous equations, these are nonlinear or linear equations that have two or more variables, two or more unknowns. Now, depending on the number of unknowns that are there, those are simultaneous equations. Now, the value of the variables, that is the unknowns in both the equations, they have the same value for the equations to be true. So the value of the unknowns is the same in either of the equations that will be presented with. Depending on the system of equations that has been presented, there are four methods of solving simultaneous equations. The easiest and the most used method is the elimination method. Then after elimination method, we can also use substitution method. After substitution method, we can also use matrix, the augmented matrix method. And the last one, you can also use graphing method to solve systems of linear equations. Now we are going to look at elimination method in this lesson. Now, what is this elimination method? Now, in elimination method, this one involves reducing the given equations from two unknowns to a single unknown. If the given equations have two variables, so you reduce from two variables to one unknown. So that one unknown can be solved very easily. For example, solve for the value of x and y in the following system of simultaneous equation. 2x plus 3y equals to 60, then x plus 2y equals to 35. So you have to solve using elimination method. So we'll call this one equation 1, and we'll call the next one equation 2. Now, for us to eliminate equation 1 and equation 2, we will take equation 1 and multiply by 1, then equation 2 will multiply by 2. Our main aim here is to make sure the coefficient before x is equal so that we can subtract and eliminate it. So when we do that, we'll end up with 2x plus 3y equals to 60, then 2x plus 4y equals to 70. So when we subtract these two equations, now you can see the coefficient before x is the same. It is 2. So when you subtract, you'll get 0. So when you subtract this equation, 2x minus 2x, you'll get 0. And 3y minus 4y, you'll get negative 1. And which gives us 60 minus 70, you'll get negative 10. So you can see we have eliminated one unknown, that is the x unknown. We remain with y. Now, when you divide negative 1 both sides, you end up with y equals to 10. Now, after finding the value of y equals to 10, we can equate this y either in equation 1 or in equation 2, whichever you choose. So we are going to equate the value of y in equation 1 or equation 2. So in this case, let us create some space. We are going to use equation y. Question 1 says that 2x plus 3y equals to 60. So equate the value of y, which is 10, into this equation. So you have 2x plus 3, and the value of y is 10. And this one equals to 60. So it translates to 2x plus 30 equals to 60. Subtract 30 from both sides, and you end up with 2x equals to 30. Divide 2 both sides, and you end up with x equals to 15. So therefore, we can see we have established using elimination method that the value of x equals to 15 and the value of y equals to 10. It is also prudent that after finding the values of x and y, we put them back either in equation 1 or equation 2 and see if we'll get the value that is indicated. Like here, if you put in equation 2, x is 15, so it is 15 plus 2y. 2y makes it 20, so 15 plus 20 equals to 35. So you can see that the values of x and y are true. We go ahead and look at a second example in form of a word question. And it goes like, a cloth dealer sold 3 shirts and 2 trousers at 840 Kenya shillings, and 4 shirts and 5 trousers at 1,680 shillings. So they want us to find the cost of 1 shirt and 1 trouser. So how do we go about this? Now, given a word question, first of all, you have to extract linear equations from it. And the linear equations become 3 shirts. So we let the shirts be represented by S and trouser to be represented by T. So 3 shirts plus 2 trousers is supposed to give us 840 shillings. Go ahead, 4 shirts plus 5 trousers is supposed to give us 1,680 shillings. So we'll call this one equation 1 and we'll call the next one equation 2. Now for equation 1 and equation 2, we have to look among these unknowns. Which ones do we eliminate? So how do we eliminate? We're going to multiply equation 1 by 4 and equation 2 by 3. All this is in the aim of eliminating s. So you are going to have 12s plus 8t equals to 3,360. Then 12s plus 15t equals to 5,040. So you eliminate 12s from both sides by subtraction, because when you subtract, you end up with 0. So 8t minus 15t, this one is going to give us negative 7t. Negative 7t equals to 360 minus 54t, that's going to give us negative 1680. You divide by negative 7 on both sides, and you end up that t equals to 240. Now, take the value of t and equate either in equation 1 or in equation 2. Whichever of the two equations, it will still give you the same answer. Now, we are going to use equation 1, 3s plus 2t equals to 840. So the value becomes 3s plus 2, and then the value of t is 240. And this one equals to 840. So 3s plus 480 equals to 840. Therefore, subtract 480 from both sides and find that 3s equals to 360. Divide by 3 both sides and find that s equals to 120. Therefore, we can see we have established that the value of t is 240 and the value of s is 120. So it means that the cost of a trouser is 240 Kenya shillings and the cost of a shirt is 120 shillings. So you can see that's how we use elimination method to solve systems of linear equations. We have a practice exercise that we can try out. The first one, solve the simultaneous equations below using elimination method. Then the second one is a word equation. We can try this one out and see what is going to be the value of the unknowns you'll get in the above exercise. So thank you for watching and learning. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Ombisi Online Math, Facebook channel at Ombisi Online Math. Thank you.